There are 7 parent scales: major, melodic minor, harmonic major, symmetric diminished, augmented, and whole tone. Those 7 scales have 33 modes total. And today we are going to learn the 9 modes that fit over minor chords so you can shred over sad music. So before we dive into it, let's just define some things. A mode is a scale played against one of the notes within it. So if I have the C major scale played against a C root, I call that C aeolian. And I'm measuring those intervals based on that root. So a C major scale with C in the bass is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the white notes on the piano. Now, the way we determine which modes fit which chords is we look at the 1, 3, and 5 and determine which triad it corresponds with. There are only 4 types of triads. Major is 1, 3, 5, minor is 1, flat 3, 5, diminished is 1, flat 3, flat 5, and augmented is 1, 3, sharp 5. When I take a look at all my modes, I can split them into categories based on which chords they're going to work on. And today we're just going to be examining the ones that work on a 1, flat 3, and 5 in C, meaning C minor modes. So here is 1, flat 3, 5 in C on 1 string, right? That makes arpeggios of a C minor chord. So the first 3 modes that we have to examine are called Dorian, Phrygian, and Aeolian. They come out of major scales, but you gotta know which keys will produce C Dorian, C Aeolian, and C Phrygian. So the key of B flat gives you C Dorian, and here are the notes. Now let's hear that over a track very quickly. That scale is a 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. So Dorian is a super common sound in music on 2, 5, 1s. That's your sound for the 2 chords. So if I have like C minor, F7, B flat, I have... It's very bright sounding, very cool. It's basic bitch stuff. I know a lot of you know it already. We're going to get to exotic stuff in a minute, but we got to get our basics together. So the next one is called Phrygian. Now Phrygian is 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. Sounds like this. That's like playing the key of A flat major with C in the bass, right? So I have this C minor chord, this up. Makes you think about that desert, right? You're riding the camel. It's not bad, it's a cool sound, it's in a lot of jazz. Less typical, but you know, still basic bitch stuff. It's just major scale harmony. The last one coming from the major scale is Aeolian. That's the sound that makes people sound like amateurs over minor blues, but you know, there's a way to use it. It's cool, Matheny uses it. If I have C Aeolian, natural minor, right? It's 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. Sounds like this. It's cool if you're playing like some jazz ballad on a minor 2-5-1, I guess you can hint at that. It's a nice sound. But now let's get into the cool shit. So now we're gonna depart from the major scale and examine some cool ass sounds. There are two modes in melodic minor that fit over minor chords. The first one is just called melodic minor. It's basically C melodic minor with C in the bass, right? So it's 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, natural 7, 1. Now that sound is kind of like your jazz 1 minor. If you have a minor 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, you can really go into that. It's a super vibey sound, and something that's really unique about melodic minor scales in general is that they contain an augmented triad in the scale. Now, that augmented triad doesn't exist from that C root, but it does exist from the 7, flat 3, and 5 of that C minor scale. So I really can get into this kind of sound on the C minor. Let's hear that over a track. Now, the other sound that I can get from melodic minor is if I apply a B-flat melodic minor to a C root. So it's the second mode of melodic minor. There are two names for this sound. Some people call it Dorian flat 2. Some people call it Phrygian natural 6. I like Phrygian natural 6 better because in my mind it connects to that kind of sound more. Same thing though. Here are the intervals. 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. Super, super cool sound, and a lot of Wayne Shorter music. You really have that thing going. When you hear Michael Brecker playing like out on a minor chord, a lot of the time that's the sound. And if you want to generate that kind of sound on a minor chord, you can still do that using augmented triads, but now you're not starting them from the 7, flat 3, and 5 of the scale. You're starting them from the flat 2, 4, and 6. So if this is my C, super cool sound. Let's check that out over a track. Let's talk harmonic minor. The harmonic minor scale gives us two sounds that we can use on minor triads. The first one is harmonic minor. It's basically C harmonic minor with C in the bass. I don't use it in that way almost ever. It really is the spirit of the camel. And I'm from the Middle East, but it's more of like our cousins that use that sound. But it goes like this. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, and root, right? That kind of thing. Not my cup of tea, but let's hear it, right? C minor. That sound has so much harmony in it because the scale has a diminished chord in it and an augmented chord in it. When you have those two, there's so much potential for symmetric motion, so many chords that kind of spin around inside the harmony that's generated from the scale. You have a minor 2-5-1 built in and a lot of other cool stuff. My favorite sound in harmonic minor is actually this weird thing that happens on the flat 6 where you can build a major 7 chord. So in C harmonic minor, you can build an A flat major 7, but also an A flat minor major 7. That's the shit. Listen to that sound. If I have that C minor. Let's hear it on a track. The other sound from harmonic minor is called a Dorian sharp 4. So just like the name suggests, 1, 2, flat 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, flat 7, root. That's a pretty cool sound. Now, the one thing you want to realize about that mode is that, in fact, you're playing G harmonic minor on a C root. So the other thing you want to notice about that mode is how rich it is from the root, meaning you have a C minor 7 arpeggio, a C half diminished arpeggio, a C fully diminished arpeggio, and a C minor 6 arpeggio. 4 arpeggios from one root note, but that diminished sound from the root is really unique. Let's hear that over a track. The next scale we're going to talk about is called harmonic major. Now, harmonic major is an awesome scale, very under-practiced in the guitar community because you guys are scared of it, but there's nothing to be scared of. If you actually listen to Alan Holdsworth talk, he never calls harmonic major. He looks at it through the prism of its fourth mode, which is the mode we're going to talk about right now. It's called melodic minor sharp 4. So if I'm looking at G harmonic major against a C root, I get this interval set. It's called melodic minor sharp 4 because it has 1, 2, flat 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, natural 7, root. So just like we had Dorian sharp 4 as the fourth mode of harmonic minor, we have melodic minor sharp 4 as the fourth mode of harmonic major. And this is an awesome sound. Once again, we have a diminished triad from the root. But we have this really cool sound that only this scale gives us, which is C minor and B minor. That's a hexatonic scale. Just those two triads give you 6 of the 7 notes that are in the mode. So if you just need a quick way to remember, well, what the fuck is that sound? Well, if I just locate the arpeggio of my 1 chord and just go a half step down, I'm 6/7 of my way there. Just gotta add that note, the 6 of the scale. Very metal. So the melodies that are hiding in there are super cool. Let's hear that over a track. The next sound is the least used sound there is because you guys are not aware of this scale. It's called the augmented scale. So what it is a minor third half step, minor third half step. It's a symmetric pattern. 1, sharp 2, 3, 5, flat 6, 7. It fits on a minor major 7 chord or a major 7 chord, and it gives you this weird sound. Here's a super common pattern in it. You see people like Brecker and Coltrane play that all the time. But on a minor chord, it's this really outsidey kind of thing, right? Let's hear it over a track. And finally, let's add one more as a bonus. This one is symmetric diminished, the half whole version. Now, the intervals in it are 1, flat 2, sharp 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, flat 7. And I can apply it to a minor chord because if it has a sharp 2, that's the same as a flat 3, kind of. So I can really think about that 3 as a flat 4, and I get this sound. Let's hear that over a track. If you're curious about the other 23 modes that exist, on our Patreon, we're going to break down each and every one of them on the chords so you can be a harmonic fucking genius. So join the Patreon family there. It's awesome. Leave a comment below for a chance to win a free week on our Patreon. In any case, like the video, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.